kicks off with Geto and Gojo finally getting within Jujutsu High's barriers, ready to drop off Tengen's afternoon snack. Shorty was really ready to give her life away because she thought it was the right thing to do to save humanity. She is better than me. I'm not leaving this bit until I play GTA 6, I'm sorry. But fortunately for humanity, a very selfless woman was put into that situation instead of me. So they begin to make their way to Tengen. But before they could even take another step, a giant blade pierces the Gojo's chest. Me, along with everybody else on the scene, were in complete and utter shock.
No cap, because when I seen this, I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Oh, hell no! That's hell no!
But somehow, some way, this blue-eyed honorary light skin is still trying to aura farm talking about some.
Excuse me, but have we met before?
Nigga, you know that shit hurts. Be so for real. Buddy hasn't been touched in years. I bet he forgot what pain even is. But he does not have to worry because Toji is ready to remind him. Gojo quickly kicks off the battle by blasting Toji back. And like a Shaq and Kobe lob, Geto pops out a giant worm-like cursed spirit, grabbed him with his teeth, then dunked that nigga into the hill behind him. Geto then tries to run to Gojo, but Gojo hits him with the bit please, indicating that he's fine, then stating that the sword felt like a safety pin passing through a knit sweater. Geto, looking at the same bloody hole we're looking at, reluctantly takes Gojo's word as truth and scurries along to take the girl to Tengen. And now Gojo's left to face Toji mano a mano. Gojo then begins to size him up and notices the ugly double chin cursed spirit on his shoulder. So in order to gain more information, he sends a blast at Toji, but Toji quickly evades it. And in that single move, Gojo was able to notice that this man has zero cursed energy. Now wait a minute, hold on. The ungodly speed, the uncommon mixture of power without being able to tap into the same special abilities as his peers. Are you picking up what I'm putting down?
No!
Buddy is the Rock Lee of the Jiu-Jitsu world. See, I knew I was rocking with bro for some reason. Toji then takes some more sauce out of Rock Lee's handbook and starts manically jumping from tree to tree with disgusting speed, trying his hardest to overwhelm him. Meanwhile, Gojo is trying his best to follow his movements. So to try and catch him off guard, Toji pops out of his cover and charges right at Gojo. But Gojo easily no-look one-shots that nigga back into hiding. Now Toji's jumping around from structure to structure, seemingly running the same strategy over again. But Gojo is tired of the game. He's getting dizzy now. So to swing the battle back in his favor, Gojo decides to boot up his curse technique blue and completely decimates every form of cover within his radius. But right as he thought he had him beat, a nasty swarm
and this part was so crazy because I didn't expect it at all. Like, it came out of nowhere.
of ugly ass insects surround Gojo, giving Toji even more cover to move behind. And now he's looking all these bugs in the eyes, analyzing them like he's Coyote Peterson. Brother, if you don't wipe them bitches out, one thing I cannot do is bugs, especially ones that fly. And these aren't even regular bugs either. These are giant hideous ones with teeth. This
ugly
nigga
bugs
over here got the black youngster veneer starter pack. Oh no. Gojo, blue. What are we waiting to wipe them out? After looking around for a bit longer, Gojo begins to get a bit uneasy with how long it's taking him to make his next move. And that's when he concludes that he must have abandoned the battle and is on his way to go and kill the girl. But literally 1 second after committing to that conclusion, Toji zipped right behind him with his cursed tool drawn, slices through his infinity, and stabs this nigga in the throat.
Police! Police! Help! Police!
I don't gotta see no more. A sword sword to the chest is one thing, but in the throat? Safety in my ass, you're cooked. And if that wasn't bad enough, Toji turned into a 5-star chef and started slicing this man every which way possible. Gojo tried to blast him away, but Toji weaved it, leg sweep that walking corpse off his feet, then slam dunk that nigga into the earth. Now I'm stuck watching this man's motionless body bleed out while bugs pitch on his remains. This is too much. Y'all can't do my goat like this. I'm done.
Not
My
for
love,
real.
my light, my reason to live.
Nigga, this is a prequel.
What?
He's yet
Right.
to meet Yuji, so that means he obviously survives this.
Yeah, no, you right. You know, sometimes
I like
get
the fourth
so
law of
immersed,
breaking.
it's like
The second round.
after embarrassing Geto, packing up the little girl, and bringing her in to
He
collect
packed
his
up,
bounty,
real.
Toji begins to make his merry way to a local bar to celebrate. But off in the distance, like a pesky roach that refuses to die, Gojo is somehow standing before him alive and well, looking like a cracked out junkie. He's standing in front of him explaining how he survived, talking about some
When you stabbed me through the throat, I gave up on counterattacking and poured all my focus into the reverse curse technique. Easier said than done. I could never do that till now.
Gojo, shut the fuck up with that shit, bro. Like, I'm obviously happy you're alive, but that's just lazy writing. You just managed to figure it out right on the brink of death.
Yeah. Well, if you know about JJK, it makes sense. But you know.
She's somehow convinced that he still has a chance, charges in and tries to take off Gojo's head, but Gojo sidestepped that hoe, then dodged the next swing, and when the camera changed angles, that man somehow ended up 10 feet behind him upside down. Before Toji could even turn around, Gojo hit him with that curse technique red and sent that boy Toji crashing into a wall. But instead of rushing in to capitalize on the opening, we see this man Gojo floating in the air, looking like he's reached peak levels of euphoria. He's up there going on and on about how wonderful the world is, talking about some
I bear no grudge against anyone. It's just that the world feels so wonderful right now.
yeah, that brother is higher than
Exceeding
Tismala's blood pressure. Toji, go ahead and prepare to be deep fried. Instead of accepting his fate, he gives us this last ditch attempt to do some damage with these weak ass chains. But Gojo is moving around them like his body's just doing it on his own. Ultra instinct type beat. And if that wasn't scary enough, Gojo debuts his disastrous purple technique and sends that junk right at Toji. Unfortunately for Toji, that attack did successfully hit him, and now he's left with the nastiest gaping wound I've ever seen. He literally turned that nigga into an Apple logo. God
Apple logo is crazy.
damn, another one bites the dust looking ass nigga. R.I.P. Rest in pieces. Well, the pieces you have left.
Damn.
This is embarrassing.
The fact you try to crash.
Gojo then walks over to him and asks him if he has any last words. And that's when he says that in 2 or 3 years, his son will be sold into the Zenin clan. And after giving him that last piece of information, he dies on the spot, putting an end to this 2-part showdown. Overall, an S-tier fight. Watching Gojo get humbled, but then immediately spinning the block for his revenge, definitely solidified his GOAT status. Even goats fumble the ball sometimes, and that's okay. Just get up and come harder the next time.
Pause.
Gojo and Toji both deserve S's in my book. The strategy was there, the skill was there, the power was there. I have nothing to complain about, but I ultimately have to give the edge to Gojo for locking in when it mattered most to finish the job in the most dazzling fashion. Yet again, proving why he is the greatest sorcerer of all time.
I don't really wanna know. Shorty telling me her name. I don't really wanna know. Had to wake up, go to work. I ain't really wanna go. God be with me on my side. He be with me on the low.